Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are checking out an RGB gaming desk that was given to me by Ewin Racing. Today we're going to find out what it's all about. Make sure, if you guys can, that you join us at Flight Sim Expo 2023. That's right, Overkill Simulations is going to be present this year, guys, at the Lone Star Museum in Houston, Texas. If you guys are interested in joining us there, be sure to check down the description below. There is a coupon code that can save you guys a bit of money using my personal reference to get you there. Again, that'll save you a bit of cash in your Flight Sim Expo 2023 experience. This is going to be June 23rd through the 25th of 2023. Again, in Houston, Texas, at the Lone Star Flight Museum. I went a few years ago in Las Vegas, and they are an absolute great time. There's some very, very informative and educational seminars to help better your flight simming experience, as well as a ton of developers of both hardware and software that you guys actually get to try out, essentially a try before you buy experience, as well as talking with the developers themselves and finding out what the products are all about. So again, guys, it's going to be Flight Sim Expo 2023 in Houston, Texas. I hope to see you guys all there. Don't forget to use my coupon code that you can find down in the description below. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkill's tutorial guides or simply interested in supporting the channel, please consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides as well as any future guides that come along down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below, and thank you to all of my current subscribers. Be sure to check the description below, guys, for a 20% discount code if you guys are interested in purchasing one of Ewin Racing's products. Okay, guys and gals, so as always, I want to make it very clear that although the desk was provided to me by Ewin Racing for a review, everything that you're going to hear about it, thoughts, opinions, etc., are mine and mine alone. That's always a stipulation of mine, and that will never change. So we're going to talk about how this all came to be. So first off, Ewin Racing had reached out and asked if I'd be interested in doing a review of their product. And it just so happened that I was in the market for a new desk. I have found my old desk to be quite large. And with all the sim racing and flight simulation and stuff that I have set up, I'm starting to run out of room in the office. So I wanted to get a new desk. This desk I'm showing you first off is completely bare and empty, and it was very, very easy to set up. It's fairly lightweight and yet extremely sturdy. I was actually rather impressed with the assembly time and how much weight it could actually hold. I really did put it through the tests and, shoved it around, pushed it around. Has a nice desk grommet for running cables if you like to go that route. I just run my cables down through the back. The thing that I really enjoy about it, though, is it also comes with a wireless and USB charging port. Now, the thing about the USB port, unfortunately, it does not do data transfer. I think that's something that I would have liked to have seen, is to be able to put like a flash drive or something in there and have it read. But in my testing, I was unable to do so. Now, the other thing that I will say, that although it does look cool, and I have found that I'm getting used to it with the RGBs are required to be put through an audio port. You have an audio splitter that basically there's a plug that goes from the desk to an audio port, and then it splits off into whatever you may have, your speakers, etc. By the way, guys, forgive some of the goofy lighting. My GoPro and cell phone both recorded the lighting pretty weird. I'm not quite set up for hardware reviews like I'd like to be. I need to get some good lighting lamps for these kind of things, and that will definitely be on the list. Unfortunately, they're expensive. But anyways, now we've talked about the things that I don't particularly care for, and that's really about it. I would say that I wish it was a little larger. I would have liked to have seen something maybe a bit deeper. That is my biggest thing. I like a nice deep desk, and I would have liked it to see be a little wider. This is 55 inches wide, and I think I would have liked to see something like 60 or 65. The charging port works very, very nice, and I do find myself using it quite often already. The one thing that I will say about the charging port is I wish it was towards the front of the desk versus in the rear. I think it would have been easier to reach and make it much more accessible. Again, there's the cable grommet here that is very accessible. I don't use them. Again, I never have, but the functionality of it was very nice. Again, very simple. There isn't much to it, but I had my laptop cable running down through there for a bit, but then decided, I just liked it going down the side. I still have a lot to clean up on with the cable management, and I would like to see something a little bit better for cable management, at least with this particular version. It doesn't do very well for cable management. There isn't really anywhere to hang your cables or to run anything through. However, for productivity in gaming, it works very, very nice. I was a little concerned again that it was going to be a bit too small for me, but I at no point found myself uncomfortable or banging into things. As you guys saw with the cup holder a minute ago, it's pretty nice, and it's nice to be able to swing it out of the way. I rarely actually have drinks on my desk. I usually keep them away from the desk, so it's not in my way. So it's not really a big deal for me. But what I do like is the headphone hanger that's actually just below my right hand. You guys will see in a minute. Basically, right in front of my nice overkill swag hat. Hint, hint, wink, 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 nudge, nudge. Make sure you guys grab some. But the desk is actually quite comfortable. And one of the things that I actually really appreciate is the carbon fiber top. I no longer have to use a mouse pad with this desk. I don't find that even with the infrared tracking on my wireless mouse, I never lose tracking. It doesn't skip or slide or anything like that. It tracks perfectly fine, if not maybe even a little better. I haven't decided that. That could be just placebo, but I certainly didn't see any degradation to it. The price point of the desk, I think, is still well within the reason for what it comes with. Again, having the features of the wireless charger is probably my biggest one. For productivity, again, no issues there. It fits my nice 49-inch. Guess I should tell you guys that. This is a 49-inch super ultra wide G9 monitor from Samsung. And I didn't have any issues whatsoever being able to comfortably work at the desk or felt like the monitor was too big. My first concern was that it was going to be a little too close to me, but again, after using it for a minute, I found that it was perfectly fine. I didn't have any issues with it. The speakers fit nicely on the desk, and if I didn't have my laptop there, which maybe I could put it on a shelf above, it would free up even more and make it feel a bit more open. And that is always a big thing to me, is making sure things don't feel cluttered. The second I start feeling cluttered or anything like that, then it almost feels like claustrophobic. I keep it very clean office, very organized for the most part. And this desk seems to fit all of the requirements that I needed. I'm actually very impressed with it. Again, I'm very happy with the build quality. It is extremely sturdy. When I first was assembling it, I was a little concerned about, some of the pieces and the way they felt. But once you get it all together, everything locks up very, very tightly. There's no wiggling, there's no jolting, there's no rocking. It sits very nice on the floor without, again, any wiggle or wobble. I'm sitting here as we speak trying to shake the desk, and it doesn't particularly move. You really have to put a lot of pressure in to get it to move, and that is a comforting feeling when it comes to this kind of thing. I know a desk is sort of an odd thing to do a review on for this channel, but again, if you're limited on space and you need a desk that's got a bunch of functionality, this is a great option for you guys. eWin Racing, I've had their chairs before. Their chairs are also very, very comfortable and very well priced for what you're looking for. And then the desk adding to it is a much welcomed addition. I think it could definitely complete anybody's gaming room or setup that you guys are looking for. So anyway, that is my thoughts on the eWin Racing RGB gaming desk, guys. I really do appreciate the work that was put into this. Again, things that I don't like, it's a bit smaller than I would like to see. I'd like to see something more like 60 inches wide, maybe a little bit deeper, and I would definitely like to see some improvement to cable management and maybe have that wireless charger moved up front. But outside of that, guys, that's nitpicking. That's the best that I could come up with for negative features in regard to this desk. I hope you guys found this review useful. As always, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you in the next one.